Hello, my name is Danny Wells, and I am here to tell you a little bit about how I came across Arbonne. Because although the company's been around for 45 years, I actually only heard about it 10 years ago. So prior to that, my background was working in ophthalmology. I worked for Specsavers opticians in the UK, and I absolutely loved working with people's eyes. I had a lot of fun and thought that's where I'd stay until retirement. And then what happened was, me and my husband had two daughters at the time. And our second daughter, unfortunately, had a stroke and a brain hemorrhage, and it came completely out of the blue. Did not see it coming at all. And I went into hospital with her, and I remained in hospital with her throughout the start of her recovery. And then when she was recovering a little bit more, we came home, but we still had like endless appointments. And she actually was diagnosed with cerebral palsy because of the bleed on her brain. And although she did recover, for quite a few years, there was a lot of like hospital visits, MRI scans, appointments. So we'd always have like three or four appointments every single week. So I actually took a year away from working, career break, to be her main carer. And at the end of that year, I had to make a decision as to whether I was going to go back or not. And my daughter still required so much care that actually I had to make the choice to not go back. And it broke my heart because I loved my job and I loved the income. Our bills couldn't get paid on just my husband's income alone, even though he was taking on overtime, working longer hours every day and working weekends, which for somebody, if you don't know him, he has an autoimmune, and that's not good for anybody with an autoimmune to be working like two full-time jobs, time worth, and he's got a physical job in the trade as well. So I actually sought help and saw government benefits. So we were given money from the government every single week, which was we're so grateful for. But it basically didn't even cover the fuel, let alone the parking costs of going to like three, four different hospitals with my daughter. So we actually got into a lot of debt. So you can imagine a couple of years going by, we got into significant debt. And I'm somebody that's always been somebody that rolls my sleeves up, gets to work, a proper grafter. So imagine having people knocking on your door, debt collectors, bailiffs, like it's a scary time. So I decided like enough's enough, like we need to do something about this. So I started looking for things that I could do from my phone in hospital around my daughter. So I had a very poorly child, and I also had a toddler as well. So they were always with me. And I actually came across Arbonne as an online franchise, which was something that I was like, I can do this. I can use these products from this brand. Like I'm already spending money every month on personal care products and things I'm eating and drinking. I can just take that money that I was spending from the like usually buying from the supermarket, put it into my own business, buy from myself, and actually like do testimonials and reviews from these products, and then build up a customer base based on my review. And I was already somebody that would share quite a lot online about my opinion. Like if I'd ever been away, I'd always put on TripAdvisor what I thought. If I'd watched a Netflix documentary, I'd share what I'd thought. And people would message me and be like, look, I don't want to waste 9 hours of my time watching this new Netflix documentary that's like 9 episodes long. Can you just tell me, is it worth watching? And I would give them my honest opinion and not get paid for that. And I was like, I can just actually get paid to give my opinion. Like, this is genius. And I can do it from my phone in hospital with my daughter. So 10 years ago, I bought my online Arbonne franchise. I think it worked out like £5 a month. I paid an annual fee, but it like worked out, it was quite cheap. And that built my whole website for me, my whole shop. And I loved that people could go onto my shop, order from Australia and New Zealand, America and Canada, all over the UK and Poland. And I loved that I could go to sleep at night, wake up in the morning, and I'd have like 15 notifications on my app, my Arbonne app, to say that people across the world had been shopping from me while I was asleep, and that they've just deposited a few £100s into my account for commission. So I loved making money in my sleep. This was amazing. I was making money like 24/7, and I was only working a couple of hours every day. So I now go on to build my customer base and teach other people to build a customer base for themselves and build their own team if they want to, like me, and build this business for themselves.